I have female friends, but I'm gonna be honest, I always have some type of plan to them if it happens. Hey guys,
Welcome back to my channel.
Fuck it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellorose. I'm gonna be looking over here, like over here instead of at y'all, because I'm gonna be reading off of my computer because we got a good one today. If you can't see from the title of this video.
Oh, look at this runaway curl. Oh, runaway curl, where you going? Stay there.
See, I lost train of thought. The curl, it cut me off. I was on a move, I was on a groove. Lord have mercy, what was I saying? God, bring it back to me. What we're gonna be talking about in this video is, can males and females be friends? Like, be friends for realsies without the man's always thinking that they're gonna get some, or eventually they're gonna get some, or, you know, one day they're gonna get some, or they're only your friend because they trying to get some, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna dig in a little deeper from that. I have, let me check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 9. Yeah, nine guys that I spoke to, all different ages, all different races, just trying to get their perspective on it, because again, I like to speak from my own perspective. I'm not a guy, so I can't speak on this. I can only speak from my own perspective. So we're gonna talk about my opinion, and then we're gonna get into their actual words. I'm not gonna share who they are, you know, just keeping it anonymous for their own, you know, privacy, whatever. We're gonna be respectful, but I did ask their permission, and they did all give me permission to share what they wrote on here. So I'm not gonna be like showing you the screenshots, but I am going to reading them out to you verbatim, okay? So for me, I do think, like, just as, you know, me, the way that I've had relationships with just people in general, when it comes to men's, I've never had a strictly platonic male friend. I can say until recently, we're gonna dig in a little deeper on that one. But no, my entire growing up, I've never had a strictly platonic male friend. I've had strictly platonic male co-workers and classmates and whatever, but like none that I can actually call like my friend, like my actual friend that we, you know, hung out and we've done stuff and it was like strictly platonic. I never had that. But I would say that I would only say that for me because I was never one of those people that was ever really single for a long time. Like, this is actually the longest I've ever been single, you know what I'm saying? Like, not in a relationship. You know, I still date and stuff. But I'm like single. I'm not in like a real relationship. So this is the longest that it's been. My whole growing up, I feel like I've pretty much been just in relationship from relationship, which isn't the best, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But we're just keeping it honest here, keeping it honest, keeping it real, okay? So do I think, I don't say that I don't want to. I don't say that it can never happen. Never say never. But I don't know. I just don't know. I do have male friends now. I have a male friend, a really, really good friend. We've been friends for over 10 years now. Over 10 years. Love you so much. But, we had a romantic relationship in the beginning. Like, the way we met was in a romantic way. And for a bunch of reasons, it just didn't work out. But we were so close, and it wasn't like I did anything wrong or they did anything wrong or we broke up in this bad way. We just kind of both realized like it wasn't really working the way that it was. We were both really young at the time too, so it just didn't work out. He's seen me through relationships, I've seen him through his relationships, and we're just really good friends. Like, we talk about a lot of stuff together. So I would actually call him like a really true friend, but we still, again, started with romance. And, you know, so that's a little bit different. I can't say that it was strictly platonic the whole way through. And besides that, I don't really have any other male friends until, like I said, recently. And we're strictly platonic. I remember even in the beginning of us talking, he was very friendly, very nice. He just was kind of talking to me in a very friendly way. My eyelashes came. My eyelashes just, y'all seen my last video? I was talking about these lashes and the male lady just dropped them off. Anyways, so it was really platonic, and it was crazy just because of my own experiences, and I guess the way I believe that males really couldn't be friends with females without all that other stuff. I remember telling him, like, again, he was just being really nice to me, really friendly. If a girl was saying it to me, I wouldn't have thought twice. But since he was a male, I was kind of like, you're saying all these things. So, I just want to let you know that, that's not going to happen between us. Like, that's not what this is. And then they were like, oh, no, I know. It's just, no. And then I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, but since then we've been pretty good friends, and I would say that it's strictly platonic on both sides. I don't feel like he has any romantic feelings for me, and I don't have any romantic feelings for him. So I don't know, maybe it can, maybe it can't. I guess it really depends on the people. I'm still like in the middle of it, and yeah, I was actually talking to a friend about it. I was talking to my cousin about it. Everybody kind of has mixed opinions about it. So I was just like, let's make a video, see what everybody feels about it, especially the guys. And then I was thinking too, like, if you spend enough time with a partner of whatever sex that you like, I can't even say the opposite sex, because if you're gay, if you're a lesbian or whatever, if you're spending time with a sex that you are attracted to, if you spend enough time with these people, like, will romantic feelings just develop? Does that just happen? I don't know. So, I don't know. I guess let's hear from the guys and get their perspective. So this is the question that I asked them. I'm gonna read from my computer. I was like, can I ask you a random question? I need your most honest answer opinion. Have you ever been just friends with a female or with a woman? If so, did you ever think of having romantic or sexual relations with them? And this was the first gentleman that answered me. I appreciate you guys so much. He said, I have a best friend. We've been friends for at least 10 years, and I never let that cross my mind because our friendship is more important. So, me being the woman that I am, going to dissect what he's saying. This man is saying that he's had that, and he respects the woman so much in like the friendship way that he doesn't even let things like that cross his mind. It's important if the male respects you and respects the friendship so much that he would just never let it, like, even if it does come to mind, he just like cuts it out completely, because that's not the kind of relationship that he wants with you. And I think that's amazing. So I think that is a really healthy friendship to have with a male. So, maybe it is possible, but let's go ahead and go on to the next one. Again, I asked everybody the same question. So this guy said, LMFAO, yes, several times. I have female friends, but I'm gonna be honest. I always have some type of plan to them if it happens. Like, I have close friends who I've had sex with and we're close and normal. So again, that's kind of like me. I again started my relationship with that person in a romantic setting, and then actually after we ended up developing a friendship after, and it's completely cool. Like, if I see them, I'm not gonna be like, oh, let's pounce on each other. When you do get into a relationship, that's where it gets a little tricky. I always try to be completely honest and 100% transparent with the people I'm in relationships with. Like, oh, I did befriend an ex. Some things I don't even like really count as an ex. Like, yes, we had like romantic sexual relationships, whatever, but it didn't even last long to actually like label it a relationship. But I'm still gonna let you know that this happened, just so that they can understand, because I'm not gonna stop being friends with him just because you might feel some type of way, but I am gonna be honest. This one said, yeah, I got a lot of just friends, homegirls. I've probably thought of smashing one or two, but never did because I know how they are. A lot of my homegirls are like sisters, so I would never think of them in that way. But I've known them for ages, but like recent homegirls, some come across my mind once in a blue moon. This was the most honest answer, and I guess the most respectful as well, because if you think about it, if you've had people that you've known for like X amount of years and they grow really close, if they in a way feel like sisters or family to you, are you really gonna have like sexual feelings for them? I don't think so, because when I start thinking of somebody like as family, I don't have those type of thoughts about my family, so naturally I'm not going to think about them in any kind of way. So maybe that can happen. So this answer I do like a lot. Again, I do still feel like some thoughts, whatever, they're completely natural. It's if you act on them or not, which I think is like the key of having like a good, healthy friendship. The next gentleman said, hell yeah, I am right now too. Always have been. They're usually really skinny but pretty. Just disclosure, I'm good friends with all of these people. Well, you know, but this one gentleman, he do like his big girls. So I guess if you are, or you befriend a person of the opposite sex and they just happen to not be your type, you know what I'm saying, or you're just not attracted to them, maybe that'll help. But that's what he said. He said they're usually really skinny but pretty, you know. He said, as far as sexual thought, hell no, never, LOL. Wouldn't even get hard. He said, wouldn't even get hard. Again, that whole plays into the even if you're not even attracted to them. So it doesn't cross my mind like that. I see them as guys, but they are girls. I have a ton of girlfriends, but I don't ever make a pass at them or even think about it. That's weird. I know what I like, and I'm not gonna force myself to like something else just because they are a female. I love that. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. I love that. A lot of people, you know, put this stereotype on men that, you know, men will just F anything, you know, they'll just put anything in anything and anywhere. But that's not true. And I do believe him. I know this guy. I don't think it's like that. I think some men do have a problem when it comes to how they deal with their sexual life, obviously. But I do think that some men actually do respect themselves enough to like know what they like and respect other people to not cross any of those lines. And this guy, he's friends with people that he's not even like physically attracted to, so it wouldn't even cross his mind. So it's not even a problem or a question for him. So it's getting interesting, you know what I'm saying? This is getting interesting. I got a lot of information from them, so I love this. So another gentleman, he said, yes, I have plenty of female friends. It crosses my mind in general manner, but I have my reasons as to why I wouldn't act of them, so it's just thoughts. So yeah, again, that comes to the thing, he even said it. He said sometimes it comes in a general manner. So like I said, it's natural. It's natural to sometimes think like, oh, damn, she gonna look fun today. But not like in any kind of way. Because I'll say that about my cousin, like, damn, you look fine today. But it's completely friendly. It's completely platonic. Obviously, she's my cousin. I love you, bitch. Another gentleman said, well, I have been just friends with women, yes. But there are some at some point where I see trust in them that I like and make me think about what if. By that, I mean, what if we dated and was compatible? It would make it much easier. So I want to go ahead, and this one was interesting and was really honest for me because I think that even if you are strictly platonic, strictly friends with people, is it a bad thing to look at them a certain kind of way, to think like, oh, well, we're really good friends, and actually it's good to start a relationship knowing a person in like a bunch of different ways, especially being friends. You get to know a lot about a person because you guys open up in a different way than you would when you are in a relationship in the beginning. So would it be better to maybe look at a friend some type of way and maybe start a relationship? You know, would it be a good thing? I think yes and no at the same time. One, because you better hope that person has the same feelings for you when you go to have this discussion with them. Because if you don't, then it's gonna I feel like it'll kind of put like a weird vibe out there, like, oh dang, like, oh, so now it's like he likes me but I don't like him. But then what if you do share your feelings and they feel exactly the same way, and it can turn into a beautiful relationship? Like, It's kind of scary when it comes to friendships. I've definitely had friendships where it was with a female. I go both ways, so it can go both ways for me in this subject. So I did have a female friend that we were so cool for so long, and then we had a relationship. Well, we attempted to have a relationship, and it went really sour. It went really bad, really fast, and I think it was just because it wasn't the right moment to do it. We were both really young, and then it kind of it ended the relationship. Like, we didn't talk for a long time. It ended really badly. It was bad, and I wish that never would have happened, because I would have been able to have that person. We're friends now again. You know, we talk normally. It's not like it was before, and I don't know if it ever will be, because again, we crossed that line. So it's kind of like you can't really go back. It's already there. So yeah, you know, it could really be bad, so it just sucks. It sucks when that happens. So it can work out and it can go really sour. So I don't know. Another person kept it short and simple. So I have plenty of just friend females, and you can find a person attractive but in a non-romantic or sexual way. And again, I believe that wholeheartedly as well. Again, I always be telling my family, my sisters, my cousins, and some friends and stuff, like, oh girl, you are fine today. And I dead mean it, like, you are fine right now. Like, you are fine. But again, it's not in a sexual way. It's not in a romantic way. It's just like, you good. You looking good right now, okay? And this was the only no. Well, no, not the only no that I got, but it was a strong no. So most of the guys were kind of like all saying yes. They all had a lot of people, again, they gave like mixed answers. So this one actually said no. I've never had a female friend that we were just friends. In the past, I've had females that were interested in me, but I wasn't, and spoke for a period of time as just friends, and vice versa. But I'm older now and wouldn't be against it. But being just friends with a female you like would be difficult to deal with if or when she starts dating someone. I personally don't think it's something I could deal with, so that's why I stay away from female friends, because of the conflict of interest that may arrive when another man is put in the mix. So this was really, 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 really interesting to me, because I completely believe that as well. Like I said, it's kind of confusing because, again, you can be friends with somebody, but sometimes if romantic feelings do arrive that just are natural, like you didn't mean to do this, but it kind of just happened. You got to know this person in ways that you this may be the closest person to you, and you might be the closest person to them. So naturally, it just kind of happens. Let me drink some water because it's getting juicy in here. So what if you do grow romantic feelings for them, and what if you don't tell them and you just wanted to be friends because you don't want to cross those lines, you don't want to cross their boundaries? Or what if you do share your feelings with them and then it wasn't shared from them to you, so you guys still decided to remain friends, but now when they get into another relationship with somebody else, you kind of still have those feelings, you know, for that person, and you're trying to be like friends, but in a way that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard to do, seeing somebody that you're so close to and you have grown romantic feelings for, and now you kind of have to watch them with something else. I guess it goes back to what one of the other gentlemen say, where they have to, you know, respect that person enough to not cross those boundaries. But that would be hard if you did grow romantic feelings for a person and then you're kind of forced to just be friends with them. So can you do it? Can you not? I guess it just depends on you. The last gentleman said, yes, I have a lot of friends that are just girls. No, I have never. Yes, I have a lot of friends that are girls. No, I would never. Now that leads to a problem. For example, me, I don't do that, which, you know, like have crossed those boundaries, have sexual relationships with his friends that are girls. Because if we are friends, that's it. We are friends. I'm not going to try and disrespect the trust or make you feel bad. Friends and family, you just don't do that. Now the problem comes when girls don't take you seriously because they think you're gay or you're just too soft to have as a boyfriend or a partner. So that leads to depression. To be honest, society is messed up, so it makes you feel bad for being good. But no, me personally, I have women friends and I have never seen them like that. If you're my friend, you're my friend. I can feel attracted or say she's pretty but not have to have those sexual thoughts or have sex with them. So this was another really interesting point that was brought up during this whole experiment because, is that true? Like, if you see a guy that maybe some of your girlfriends are friends with, and there is some guys that, like females, there's some females that hang out better with guys. And then there's some guys that hang out better with females. It just depends on your personality. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think that it makes a man automatically gay or soft because he has more female friends. In a way, it might even make him better as a man because he's learning from women. He's learning how to treat women. He's learning how women think. He's learning how women feel. He's learning how women react and, what makes them tick, how they feel. So it might even make them better in a relationship because of that. So I feel for that. I think that society does put like I think society has a picture of what a woman and what a man should look like. And I think that they're stupid because not every man and not every woman in the world is going to be exactly the same. There's going to be women that do want to stay home, raise kids, and they want to cook and they want to take care of the home. They want to be a homemaker. But there's other women that are not like that. There's women that don't want to do that. There's women that want to have a career. They want to be really busy. They want to travel. They might not want to have kids. Or if they do, they don't want to just be there at home all the time and then being the only caretaker for the kids. Then there's women that are kind of in between. There's no one type of woman. There's no one type of man. Definitely not in 2020. And, it's kind of hard because society still has those boxes, even though people are, trying to break out of them. And I don't know. I just think you have to be comfortable with who you are. I know that the world makes it hard for all of us, but you have to be who you are. You have to be friends with whoever you want to. You can be in relationships with whoever you want to, as long as it's good for you. Make sure that you're good. Okay, and I think it'll work out fine. I think as long as you communicate with whoever you're in a relationship with, friendship with, as long as you have good communication and your guys are both honest, I think you can have friendships that can last forever in whatever sex. If you have male, female, 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 male, male, it doesn't matter. As long as you guys are communicating and honest with each other and trust each other, I think it should be fine. And like I said before and in between, I think that sexual thoughts and stuff, I think they're natural. Have you ever seen a stranger and was like, oh my God, they fine? And you might be like, ooh, that's a sexual thought, you know what I'm saying? But you don't know that person. And let's say you got to know that stranger and then you don't even like them no more. I think that's natural. I think people pay too much attention to it though. So I do think you can be strictly platonic with the opposite sex. You just have to do it with the right person and make sure that that person has good intentions the same way that you do, because it is not going to be the same for everyone. But I hope that you guys liked this video. This video was actually pretty fun. It was kind of like a little social experiment kind of thing, and I love those. And I appreciate all of the gentlemen that participated and let me share their comments in this video. Thank you so much. If you like this video, go ahead and like. If you guys have had any experience similar to this or have an opinion on the subject, go ahead and comment down below. But make sure that you subscribe, turn on your post notifications, share. You don't be knowing who needs to hear this little information. But I will see you guys in the next video. I love you so much. Bye.